everyone, Assalamualaikum. Welcome back to our channel. If you are new to this channel, we post our videos twice weekly, horror mukbang on the midweek, while on the weekends we post our vlogs where we venture out to find good halal food in Singapore. Yes, that's what we do on our channel. We stuff our faces while we talk about horror stories and experiences.
If you have been loving our content so far, make sure to hit the subscribe button below and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you get all the latest updates whenever we post a new video. And my name is Andy.
And my name is Emily. And this week we have Fish and Co, everyone! Whee! Okay, so
I'm so excited, guys, because
you want to introduce?
Yeah, okay. Anyway, so this is the best fish and chips in town, and this is the New York fish and chips. And as well, we have this fried calamari, and this is the buffalo wings, as well
buffalo
as
drumlets.
Buffalo drumlets.
I made the same mistake earlier on when we were ordering. So it's buffalo drumlets.
And the sides of is the chips.
Yes, so we have the fish, and we have the chips, and we have the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have types of tartar sauce as well as the garlic sauce.
Yes, and we have not been having Fish and Co for quite some time, and of course we miss it very much.
And we're so excited today because we're having it.
Yay!
Okay, let's dig in.
I think do you want the
yes.
lemon? I mean, just put at the place that you want it to eat. I mean, up to you. So
I take the top part.
Yeah.
He doesn't like anything sourish.
I like original, guys.
Okay, I love tartar sauce. Oh, I have a top
And
here.
this is what? This is what? It's the garlic sauce?
Yeah, I think the garlic sauce.
Are you sure this is the garlic sauce?
Yeah.
This is the butter sauce.
Garlic or butter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But it should go on top of the...
Both.
No.
That's why there's two. There's
Okay.
two tops. Yeah.
Yum.
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 Yum yum. Okay, I think you just pour this onto both of the fishes.
I'm just always happy when it's
Oopsie.
chips and tartar sauce.
And you know what? To me, I feel like Fish and Co is the one that has the best fish and chips in Singapore. I mean, I'm not too sure if there is others that we haven't tried before, or we haven't tried that, you know, maybe it's better than Fish and Co. But I feel Fish and Co.
Good fish and chips.
Yeah. I mean, subsequently, if you really miss Fish and Co, but it's very far away from your residing place, you can opt for Long John Silver.
But honestly, it's not the same.
Of course.
Oh man, I'm wearing red lipstick today, and we're eating like finger food.
Fried calamari, guys.
I'm gonna go in with the, what is this? This is the New York? New York, New York, New York. Oh man. Alhamdulillah.
And I miss the calamari too. And right, the calamari is the best. And you cannot find a fried calamari like this in other place.
Today we have no cutleries, no whatsoever.
Just his hands.
We're primal.
Oh man, we have the tartar sauce. Oh man.
I'm gonna go with the best fish and chips in town. Which one do you think is better? The New York or the...
Well, as far as I can remember, last time that we ate, I always like the best and fish and chips.
I always prefer the New York one. Alhamdulillah for all these small little pleasures in life.
Okay, I'll take this end because the other end you put the lemon already, right?
But I can hardly taste it.
Is it? Guys, look at how flaky it is.
So this week we'll be talking about the legendary female Malay mythical figures. Do you know who they are, Bang?
Not too sure, but like maybe Putri Gunung Ledang.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, because it's the most famous of all. That it's in our region lah. In our region, yeah. There is some others that maybe up north in Malaysia.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So we will talk about it later.
Yeah, so that is correct. Indeed, the first that is on our list is number 1, Putri Gunung Ledang.
The
Origin, Johor.
Okay. I'll go ahead first, okay? Okay, she is by far the most famous of all those we will be discussing today. There were films and musical made about her. It is said that those who has met her has said that if you did not want to cause harm or has evil intention, she will appear to them in a very beautiful form. However, if one has like a bad intentions and wanted to cause harm or whatever, she will appear in an appealing form. No one actually knows her exact origins or her actual name, except that she resides at the summit of Gunung Ledang. That's why his name of after the Gunung Ledang itself in Johor, which is the highest mountain in peninsula of Malaysia. It is also said that she lives in a cave at the summit of the mountain. Description of Malacca in 1630, describes her cave as planted with thick bamboos, from which proceed harmonious voices and sounds of flutes and other musical instruments. And by the way, talking about flutes and instruments, this is what I know, but I'm not too sure whether it is correct. But jinns always attracts to flutes and rings and bells and kind of things.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
that's what I heard lah.
Yeah. So, description of Malacca also mentioned that the forest is occupied by tigers who guard the Putri.
So the tigers guarding the
Guarding
Putri.
the Putri. Legend has it that Sultan Mansur Shah of Malacca, also captivated by her mystical beauty and power, of course, that he sent Hang Tuah, and I'm sure everybody knows who Hang Tuah is.
If you don't know,
Yeah.
leave it in the comments so
Yeah.
that we can discuss about Hang Tuah further. Hang Tuah has got
in-
3 other best friends, right?
Yes, maybe
so
in
maybe
other
in
episodes.
another video we will talk
yeah.
about him.
And also with several other warriors lah to relay his proposal. Okay.
Or we can make another version, because now we are doing the female version of mystical figures, right? So maybe in the future we can do the male version.
True. So, in order for the princess to accept the proposal, she put forth 7 items that was demanded from the Sultan. Yeah. Okay, first, there were a golden walkway from Malacca to Gunung Ledang. Okay, I'm not too sure why they wanted. She wanted to build a walkway from Malacca to Gunung Ledang. Okay. Second, a silver walkway from Gunung Ledang to Malacca.
So
Once again,
Malacca to Gunung Ledang is
and-
the gold one,
yeah, and
and then
Gunung Ledang
back
to
forth is the
the
silver one.
ones. So I'm not too sure why. Okay. Okay, number 3, 7 trays of mosquitoes' hearts. Okay, so technically in modern days, of course, we can do that because with technologies like lasers and so on, we can do that. But back then, in the 16th centuries, I think, is it 16th century? Okay, how can you do that? You don't really have a particular tools that can bisect the hearts of a mosquito. You don't have, that mosquito is so small.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, when you swat, the mosquito is really smashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even find the heart.
Yeah. Okay. So number 4, 7 trays of hearts of germs. How do you get germs, guys?
Does germs even have a heart?
That's why. Okay. Number 5, 7 barrels of young betel nut juice. Number 6, 7 barrels of virgin tears. I don't know how they collect it. Seriously. Okay, so the last one is the silver cup with the blood from the Sultan's son. Okay, so all the conditions were set or requested on purpose by the princess to test the Sultan's love towards her, whereby she knew that he will be unable to fulfill them due to their ridiculous and mostly not achievable or unattainable nature. He drove the Sultan crazy, trying to fulfill all these requests. But the worst, or the ultimately, he just cannot hurt his son. He just can't, of course, right? Nobody could get a blood from your son. So most people believe that the princess still resides in the mountain till today. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there are stories. I have heard of stories where people who hike at Gunung Ledang, they actually chance upon the putri.
Oh, really?
There are. Until today, there are still stories about. But sometimes she appears in a very, very ugly form. Sometimes she appears in a like nenek, like a very old grandma who is bent, and yeah, it's a very old person. Yeah, sometimes they even chance upon a very beautiful woman. So it really depends.
I heard that too, because I think it depends on, this thing is mystical until that he can actually knew what's in your heart and in your brain.
Yeah, your intentions.
So she will come to you in a form of what she thinks she should come over to you. Like, I mean, if you are a bad person, she will come to you maybe like a nenek, or even worse than that. So if you are a good person, maybe she will come to you in a very nice form, like maybe young lady.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not too sure, but these are some stories told by whoever that had met before.
One thing for sure, I will not hike Gunung Ledang, guys. The second on our list is Cik Siti Wan Kembang, origin Kelantan. Okay, so actually while researching, this is the first time that I ever heard of Cik Siti Wan Kembang.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is a shame lah, because like she is a feminist. What I've researched on, she is a freaking feminist, and I didn't even know her. So she is believed to have ruled Kelantan in the 16th century, and that she was a warrior princess. It was thought that she was born in the year 1585 to Raja Ahmad and Cik Banun, both of royal lineage. Yeah. So the year prior to her birth, Raja Ahmad was crowned as the ruler of Kelantan, which means she was born as a princess. Yeah. So when her father passed away, Cik Siti was only 4 years old. Therefore, the ruler of Johor, which at that time was Raja Hussein, became the regent of Kelantan instead. This part I just don't understand, because Kelantan is like up north, right? And then Johor is like down south. So why is it that Raja of Johor became the regent of Kelantan? If anybody knows about this, because I didn't do any research on this particular part. So if anybody knows about this, please leave it in the comment section down below.
Please do. Please do, guys.
So she only ascended to the throne when Raja Hussein died in 1610 AD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was said that she resided in Gunung Cina Wangsa, Ulu Kelantan, about 40 kilometers off Kuala Krai. So she was called a princess warrior because she could ride horses, wield a sword, perform martial arts. Some also believe that she lead a group of female warriors into battle with her. Some articles that I read did not mention this, but other articles that I read actually mentioned that she actually lead a group.
I think it's quite true. I think that I ever heard this before.
It could be. It could be because she's very skilled at martial arts. Right, so some articles actually mention that she lead a group of warriors into battle, which is I was so starstruck when I read about her, because I didn't know at that point of time there is such female character exist. We heard about Mulan, we heard about Pocahontas, but she is there, and we don't know anything about her. So throughout her 30-year reign as a princess, she did not get married, nor did she had any child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so instead she chose to adopt a female heir, a female child.
Oh, okay.
To replace her. The female heir is called Putri Saadong. Yeah. So a legend has it that she did not die, but she ventured into the mystical world and gave up her throne to her daughter, which is Putri Saadong, who became the next ruler of Kelantan after Cik Siti Wang Kembang just magically disappeared. To me, Cik Siti Wang Kembang, she is an epitome of a feminist. Yeah. So, number 3 on the list is Putri Ulik, origin Terengganu.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Ulik Mayang traditional folk dance?
Yes, I've heard of it before.
Okay.
And it's very
Scary?
It will make your hair stand.
Yeah. So if you've been to Terengganu before, you probably have heard of it. Okay.
I have been to Terengganu. We have been to
I think
Terengganu.
we had. Yeah. Well, this dance is traditionally performed as a healing ritual for fishermen who are burdened with illnesses maybe caused by the sea spirits. So it is also sometimes performed as a traditional dance to tourists and public. Some people believe that Olek Mayang is actually an incantation or a mantra that is sung to chase away the spirits, sea spirits. Yeah. But this dance is believed to have originated from the legend of the sea princesses. According to the legend, a sea princess fell in love with a fisherman who was caught in a storm off the coast of Terengganu. Okay, so this is not a Little Mermaid where the sea creature fell in love with the prince and they live ever after. Yeah. So this is a little darker than that. The legend has it that the sea princess stole the fisherman's soul and left the man in a semi-conscious state. So a bomo or a shaman was then consulted to summon the spirit of the sea princess and demand for her to release his soul. But the sea princess fought back and refused. Well,
so mean.
Course, yeah. Of course you fight back. That's something that you want.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's not yours to begin with.
But the thing is that once you have a power, you will have this kind of feeling, and you have the will of wanted to have something. Right? She even called for backups. Like yeah. So like us right now, like if a policeman being confronted by a few gangs, of course he will call for backup. Okay. So she called her other sisters to come and help her. After the fight went on for a while, the eldest and wisest princess appeared. Her name is Putri Ulik.
So that's where the song comes about.
Yeah. So some article also referred to her as Putri Ketujuh. Excuse me, sorry guys. So yeah. So she then ended the battle and commanded that the fisherman's soul to be returned. The Ulit Mayang dance is now performed in recognition of her wisdom and mercy ever since. However, tradition holds that the song is supernatural in nature because it gives chills,
Yeah.
right? Especially when performed at sunset by the beach. I think if you ever go to the Terengganu side, you will notice that if you were to hear this song, it will give you chills.
Yes.
Right? And even if you're not there, even if you are in other parts of the world, if once you heard that song, it will give you chills.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's why they call it supernatural in nature for that kind of songs.
Number 4, Putri Walinong Sari, origin Pahang. Long ago, there lived a Putri. She is called Putri Walinong Sari. She is said to be the princess of Indrapura. So I don't know where is this Indrapura. I've never heard of it before. I have no idea. So I did a little digging. Apparently, this particular city is the capital city of the medieval kingdom of Pahang. So it existed between 5th to 15th century. The Malay annals actually mention this city of Indrapura several times when they were narrating about the conquest of Pahang in 1454. So the word Indrapura is actually Sanskrit. It actually means the town of Indra. Although in the capital city, Indrapura has always been known as the town or Pekan in Malay. So obviously the word Pekan that we know that they used back then is the description of a city. It's different from the modern type of Pekan that we know these days. So anyway, back to the story. Putri Walinong Sari, just like Cik Siti Wan Kembang, she is renowned for her beauty, swordsmanship, as well as her martial arts skills. So there's this.
Wait. Why are these girls when they are warrior, right? They are pretty. That's not fair.
Why?
Yeah,
But-
we can win their hearts.
But what I know is the ladies from the up north of Malaysia, they are
Oh, yeah,
renowned
true,
for
true.
their beauty,
Yeah, true.
for their fairness.
And yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go back to the story. There's this king. He is a celestial king from Gunung Tahan.
Oh,
His
okay.
name is Raja Mambang Segara. He turned himself because he heard about how beautiful this Putri Walinong Sari. So he actually turned himself into a pigeon and flew into the palace and saw how beautiful this princess is, and he immediately fell in love with her.
Okay, hang on for a while. Because if you feel like this story is you cannot take it into your mind. I mean, it's not, how do I say it? Because back then this like mystical things can happen, but in modern days, of course, we feel
Nobody can turn themselves into
Yeah.
pigeon nowadays. Okay.
yeah, that's what I was saying. What I was about to say. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So back then, there's a lot of usage of magic. This is
True.
pre-modern times, pre-Islamic times.
Yeah, true.
So there are people who still use magic back then, and they can turn themselves into whatever being that they want.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So this the king of Gunung Tahan, his name is Raja Mambang Segara. So he turned himself into an ugly man, an ugly but young man, and challenged the princess into a battle of silat. Yeah, and they actually fought for 3 days and 3 nights. Who can do that?
Again, yeah, it's something which is weird, right?
Yeah.
In moderness, how can you fight for 3 days, 3 nights?
Yeah, I mean, like, do you stop for food? Do you stop for toilet breaks? Do you do all
Unless
that?
you are an army lah, like army, because
But still, if you're a human being, you still need to
that's
go
what I'm
for
saying.
toilet breaks and
Because
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. Because in the front row, or when you go for a battle, right, the front row will back up. Once you feel tired, you back up. Then the backups will go to the front and continue.
Yeah, but we're talking about like a company of armies, right?
That's what
but
I'm
this
saying.
is one to one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they fought for 3 days and 3 nights. But during the battle, the princess actually decided to put on a veil because she knows she is renowned for her beauty, right? So she doesn't want to expose her beauty. So she put a veil. She put a veil on her face. She never lost a battle before, but because of the duration of the battle, she know that she's gonna lose.
Oh.
Yeah. So because she know that she has met her match. Yeah. So she knows she's gonna lose. So what did she do? She took off her veil to expose her beauty, so that the other guy lost.
See,
the
guys,
battle.
what I'm saying? Miss Warriors always plays trick on men.
Yeah. So when she took off her veil, Raja Mambang Segara was stunned at her beauty. He actually fainted, guys.
Oh.
Yeah. When they fought, he couldn't faint. He couldn't die, but when he saw the beauty of the princess, he actually faint.
I think because it is really, really that pretty. That's why. But
Yeah.
even
You
though,
never know. You never
I
know.
feel like
Yeah. So he eventually, when he fainted, because initially, remember, he turned himself into an ugly young man. So when he fainted, his face actually turned to himself.
which I
Which
guess
is not ugly at
which is
all.
handsome lah, I
Yeah.
guess, right?
Yeah, like super handsome lah.
Because
Like
it's
probably
a-
Disney prince kind
because
of
he's a prince,
handsome.
right?
Yeah. And upon looking at his actual face, the princess actually fell in love with him too.
Oh.
But unfortunately, he disappeared.
Huh?
Yeah.
But he fainted, right?
When he fainted, she saw his face and then he just disappeared
Seriously?
into thin air.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So of course the princess got very upset, right? Because she actually already fell in love with him already. So one night the princess had a dream. In her dream, a wise man actually came to her and told her that the guy that she fought in the battle was none other than Raja Mambang Segara, who is the celestial king of Gunung Tahan. So she woke up and left to find him. She disappeared from the palace in order to look for her beloved, and she was never to be seen ever again.
Oh man.
Yeah. So she actually disappeared lah because he is mystical also. Yeah. So I think she also went into his world lah to be with him. So yeah, that's all the stories that we have for you this week. We're only left with a little stuff that we're gonna finish. We'll hope to see you again next week.
Okay, before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Okay?
Also, please click on the like button.
Don't forget to comment.
And please share this video with whomever you know. Be nice to everyone. Be kind to animals. We'll see you again next week. Bye.